So here's how this works. You go to cnykiss.com. You tell us your story free and confidentially, and Rebecca handles it here on the air. And the advice and the coaching that she gives not only benefits you, but it benefits so many other people here in Central New York. Are you ready?
I am ready. What do we have today?
Here we go. Dear Rebecca, I just started dating my girlfriend last month, which is kind of weird timing because the holidays are here. She keeps talking about all the stuff she wants for Christmas, but I think we should set a price limit. We haven't been dating that long, and I hope the relationship will last, but who knows? I'm not really sure what to get her. I don't want to get her too much because we just started dating, but I don't want to get her some measly gift that comes off as lame either. What are the rules of gift giving if you've only been dating someone a few months? Should I spend $50? Should it be $100? More? Less? What do you think?
This is actually a great email, and I think it doesn't matter if it's a brand new relationship or if you've been together 20 years. Gift giving can definitely be a stressful experience.
Sure.
Especially if you've been together a long time and you've already done 20 Christmas presents, and now what am I supposed to do? I've already given them everything.
Well, you're talking Christmas presents and birthday presents and,
Absolutely. Anniversary.
Presents, yeah.
So I love this email. Thank you for sharing. My first hot tip here would be whatever you do, just make sure you won't resent it later. I want people to really think about that because often we do what we think we should do.
Right.
And it's an act of obligation rather than something that's heartfelt and genuine. And then, of course, if it's not sincere, you will resent it later.
Sure.
And that'll bleed out all over the relationship and actually come off, radiating off of you energetically, whether you want it to or not. So just first and foremost, when you're thinking about making a decision, ask yourself, okay, is this something that I will resent later?
And if it's something that's not genuine, if the two of you end up in a fight, that's going to get used as ammunition. Like you'll end up throwing that in their face.
And even if you don't literally throw it in their face, the energy will be there. This wall of resentment will totally be a block and a wedge in the relationship.
Sure.
So just consider whether or not you would be resentful later. And then the second thing is there are no rules. There really aren't. So in relationship, when I'm doing couples coaching, I'm working with people on making sure that their relationship works for them, for those two people and those two people only. It doesn't matter if it is something that would work for other people or if it's something that particular couple had seen done before or not. I want people in a relationship that works for them. And what happens more often than anybody wants to admit is we repeat what we saw growing up,
right,
like it or not. And so in couples coaching, you get to redesign the relationship and look at what works for both of you. So my second hot tip is, I don't care if it makes sense to your parents, your friends, your siblings, your immediate inner circle. What do you want to do for your partner from you, whether or not other people agree with you? So just be thinking about, all right, and I like the if the shoe is on the other foot mentality, right? Like treat each other how you want to be treated.
Sure.
So think about that too, and then I want you to make sure that it's true giving, which means that there isn't an ulterior motive. Like, I'm going to do this so that you will start doing this for me.
Right.
Is never a good idea. So it doesn't matter if this has worked for other people or if it makes sense to anybody other than you. I want this to be something you're not going to resent later. I want this to be something that's genuine and sincere from you, and that you aren't looking for some ulterior motive to get back based on what you're giving.
So if I can interject just a little bit, just a piece of advice, unless she asks for it, listener, do not give her a vacuum cleaner. That's just plain blanket advice. Unless it's specifically asked for or it's hinted at, I would avoid that one.
I like what you're bringing up
be
about
smart enough to listen.
Asking. Ladies and gentlemen, don't be afraid to ask for what you want either. Because there can be this weird codependent mind game when you're just kind of hoping that your partner gets it right.
Right.
It can be a setup. So if there is something that you specifically specifically really, really want, it's okay to ask for it. Absolutely. And that doesn't mean your partner isn't doing a good job. It means that now you're helping your partner be set up to win. And so you can ask, listener who wrote this email, your partner if there's anything specific that they want as well.
Right.
And then maybe they give you the information and maybe they don't. If they don't, then just make sure it's from your heart. And this is something that you want to give this person regardless of whether or not the relationship lasts. This is a relationship that you have right now. This person is important to you right now. Don't get into fear of the future or fear of what's happened in your past relationships. Be here now with your current partner and show up in a way that you'll be proud of in 20 years, regardless of whether or not this relationship works.
Local life coach Rebecca Silence, inspiredresultscoach.com. Absolutely awesome as always. If you want details on the Women's Weekend or private coaching or talking to your business or your group or whatnot, go to inspiredresultscoach.com.
And here's some homework for everybody in a relationship. Set the holiday season up to win, and I invite you to have a conversation with your partner about what are their expectations of how the holiday season should go. What are their traditions that are important to them that they want to repeat? Talk about it ahead of time. Get to know your partner better so that you have a better chance of having a holiday season that works for both of you.
Listen, I'm thinking about getting you a vacuum cleaner. Is that okay?
No.
It is a Confession Tuesday. Local life coach Rebecca Silence. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Everybody have a great week.
Absolutely. We're going to break, come back. It's Big Pop and Banner with Liz here on Kiss FM.